So the manufacturer here has a contract with the importer here. The importer in turn has a contract with the retailer, and then the retailer will have its own contract with the consumer. Now, privity of contract prevents the consumer going up the chain to the manufacturer because he doesn't have a contract with the manufacturer.
So one way that the consumer could get around privity of contract would be through an action in negligence. However, this is potentially difficult in that they would have to show that the manufacturer was negligent and they fell short of their standard of care in some way, and it's potentially difficult to get the evidence to show this. Okay, so the Consumer Protection Act 1987, which comes from an EU directive, allows the consumer to bypass privity of contract and go straight to the importer or manufacturer of the goods if they're in the EU. And the conditions for this are, number one, there has to be a defect. Number two, there has to be damage or personal injury to the consumer or his property, damage to his property. Number three, that damage has to be caused by the defect. And number four, the defendant's got to be a supplier or importer into the EU of the goods. But the most significant point for our purposes here is the consumer doesn't have to prove negligence, which makes product liability an easier route than an action in negligence. So now I'd have to look at the...
A product is defective under Section 3, subsection 2 of the Act if the safety of the product is not such as persons generally are entitled to expect. Applying this to our situation, it's unlikely that the consumer would expect to receive an electric shock from the television. Under the Act, a person can claim damages for either personal injury or property damage exceeding £275. In this situation, clearly we're going to go for A, personal injury.